isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
And the Pelicans able to clear the rebound. Holiday controls the basketball. Lead is 12. Dives for it. Not afraid to mix it up. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
To Gibson. They'll go to Butler. Down low. Nice pass to get things going.
It's going to be a long road back, I'm not going to lie to you. But it's only the first quarter, and that's exactly what you needed. You needed to see the ball go in a couple of times.
To Holiday. Drew Holiday. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Butler into the front court. 14-point deficit. Here comes the screen. To Butler. Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Jimmy Butler for 2. Wide open look, won't go.
I don't know why he rushed that shot. He was wide open. Take your time.
New Orleans going to take it up. Drew Holiday picked up by Jones. And scores. Strong take.
As a player, there's nothing better than coming out in the first quarter and playing exactly the same way you played the last couple of days of practice. You're moving the ball, you're capitalizing on mistakes, and you really built a nice lead.
Big finish that time for Julius Randle.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Wiggins. Anthony Davis pins it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Knocks it down off the step back.
I don't think anyone saw this one coming, but it looks like they're trying to send a message. Look into their eyes. They're laser focused. They're playing as if this game is tied.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Subbing in for the New Orleans Pelicans, number 4.
To Wiggins. Anthony Davis rejects it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Knocked loose. Hayden with the basketball. His guys holding the big lead. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. To Julius Randle. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Pelicans have the basketball. Elfrid Payton matched up with Wiggins. The screen sets him up for 2.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Jones with it. Down a bundle. Wiggins.
Oh, that one's in the 15th row.
Huge denial. New blood coming in for both sides.
In the game for the Minnesota Timberwolves, number 0, Jeff Teague.
To Teague.
Let's cut.
to shoot for Minnesota. Trying to cash in. Deep two there. Won't go. Here comes the screen. And the finish. Slam dunk.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Holiday. They'll get it down to Davis. Shot from in close. No good. Teague with the basketball. His guys down big. Beyond the arc for three. Defense swarmed Teague. Missed the three. Here comes the screen. Oh, big finish at the rim. Long key from three-quarters court. First quarter in the books. It's been all Pelicans so far. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Payton into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. To Davis. Kicks it around the perimeter. Has a look. Mirotic with a shot that won't go down. The follow won't go either. Teague with it up top. He'll run the offense. Butler. Not that time. Now ready with a couple of free throws.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
First one, count it. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Elfrid Payton guarded by Jeff Teague. To Holiday. Nothing going here on that drive. Drew Holiday. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Stop ball. I got ball. That's me. I got him.
Butler.
Here we go.
To Teague. Almost, but no good. The follow won't go either. Payton down to Randall. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Julius Randle at the line for a chance at a three-point play. He's struggled so far. Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. T-Wolves with the basketball.
Let's go. Let's play deep. Play deep. Play deep.
Here comes the screen.
I got your help.
Probing the defense. Teague to Taj Gibson. He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Gorgui Dieng, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 78% at the line. First try at the line, no good. Oh, he missed on a pair. To Holiday. Here comes the screen. Drew Holiday. Tough matchup against Butler. Nothing going here on that drive. Gets a look. Can't hit.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Butler to Gibson. Now pass stolen by the Pelicans.
When you're outmatched talent-wise, you cannot get outworked. Get that ball back.
Elfrid Payton guarded by Jeff Teague. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Julius Randle trying to cash in on the three-point play. He struggled so far. Free throw's good. It's a three-point play. This big first half continues. Butler to bring it up. Looking to make something happen. To Teague. Yes, Andrew Wiggins. 2 of 4 now.
Ed, I'm telling you that every player in the league will make that shot. The defense has to be elevated.
To Holiday. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Nikola Mirotic at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 80% at the line. Oh, he can't connect. Towns to Butler. To Wiggins. Baseline drive. Off the mark.
I got it. Come on, show me something better than that, baby.
To Holiday. Nice pass to set things up.
Way to find it. Way to find it, baby.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
New Orleans has it. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Drew Holiday trying to cash in on a three-point play. For his career, 78% at the line. Off the mark at the line. Towns. That's out. Last touch by Karl Anthony Towns. Payton. They go down low to Randle. Stuffs it down with authority. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
T. They get it down for Towns. And the slam.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Screen coming. Elfrid Payton matched up with the former Wildcat. New Orleans down to 4 in the shot clock. From the outside. And a putback slam. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
T to Butler. Down low, Towns. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket. Payton. Nothing going here on that drive. To Julius Randle. No good. T to Butler.
I'm here.
Able to convert inside.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
New Orleans will take it up.
Pick up.
Here comes the screen. Payton. To Julius Randle. Tough looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
It has been. The passing has been great, but the precision of the passing has been next level. Every pass has been delivered right in the pocket, ready for the player to either shoot or dunk the ball.
And he's fouled, and he earns a trip to the line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
And he connects on the first free throw. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. To Holiday.
Take mine. I got yours. I need yours.
And scores.
What's up, bro?
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Minnesota at the
yeah,
controls.
me and you.
Butler to Towns. Down low.
In the second quarter.
Takes stock of the floor. Ref blows the whistle. And he calls a 5-second back to the basket violation.
You gotta get up on that. I got him.
T to Taj Gibson. Julius Randle. Huge block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Cashes in for 2.
And I'll never forget one of my first games playing as a rookie with the Bulls. I talked to Steve Nash, and Steve Nash always used to tell me, the more you come out and you get your teammates involved, the easier it will be for you to score down the stretch. Think about it. You come out, you get 7, 8 quick assists, then a ball fake on the next possession. He bit. Easy layup.
Yes, Andrew Wiggins. 3 for 6 now.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Whoops, that won't go.
In the second quarter.
To T.
I got ball.
To Towns. T They get it down for Towns. That was to the basket. 5 seconds.
Minnesota.
It's Pelicans ball. Drew Holiday, defended by Towns. Nothing going here on that drive. Has a chance. He's on the deck. Great sacrifice. Knocked loose. And that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Holiday. Oh, not a good pass as the Pelicans come up with it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do
It's good at the buzzer. Nice finish and more cash in the bank as we've hit the break. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Jalen here with your halftime report. The Pelicans entered the locker room at halftime with a significant lead, and the offensive glass was their domain. They scored plenty of second chance points, asserting themselves in the paint. Have a look at the leading scores for the new. And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed.
First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Pelicans basketball to Holiday. Screen coming. Holiday throws it up. Throws it down off the alley-oop pass.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Payton with the basketball. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. Holiday, deep left corner. To Davis.
I got
And
you.
a 5-second back to the basket violation is called. T. Jimmy Butler, 4 out of 10.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
Off the assist.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Butler. And the rebound taken down by Randall.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Butler. Payton into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Taj Gibson tips it. That's out. Last touch by Taj Gibson. Davis to Holiday. 3. Fires the 3. Message received. Well defended.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
from the painted area won't go down. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Way to hit.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
Minnesota with the basketball. T to Butler. Down low for Gibson. Taj Gibson. He struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Hayden with the basketball. His guys hold a commanding lead. And the Timberwolves have the rebound. Teague with the basketball. He'll run the offense to Butler. Screen coming. Anthony Davis.
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Yeah, they're lucky they get the ball back. Butler. Taj Gibson above the rim. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Drew Holiday, defended by Towns. Now pass stolen by the Timberwolves.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
To Julius Randle. Hayden. Not a good pass there. T-Wolves have it. Can't connect. And it's Randle there to take down the rebound.
Screen coming.
Big finish that time for Julius Randle.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Timberwolves have the basketball. To Teague. Taj Gibson. Short jumper off the mark. Holiday in possession. Looking to make something happen. Count the basket inside.
We're watching the clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Butler into the front court. His guys down big. Teague to Butler. Goes reverse to lay it in.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
Count it. And the foul. He is going to the line for a free throw.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Free throw good to cap off the three-point play as they continue to open things up here in the 3rd quarter. The Timberwolves have the basketball. Wiggins to Butler. Trying to cash in. Deep 2 there. Won't go.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication or the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Teague with it up top. Down a bundle. Butler to Gibson. He throws it down. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
The screen sets him up for 2.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
To Taj Gibson.
I got ball. I got him. Let's go.
T to Butler.
Here coming left.
Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Hayden to Julius Randle. from in close.
Let's go. Pick him up. Pick him up. Here we go. I got him.
Nothing going here on that drive. T to Wiggins. Not that time. New Orleans going to take it up. Payton lobs it up. To Butler. Doesn't have the touch. No good. To Julius Randle. Stuffs it down with authority.
This is where I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Butler. Has a look. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
You know, Ed, people don't understand. Tough shots are practiced every single day. With all these different contraptions out there to contest your shot, guys shoot 500 made shots a day. This is the new norm.
And two for AD.
All I know is this. You better step
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Anthony Davis swats it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
To Julius Randle. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint. Now a timeout here for the Timberwolves as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Changes coming from both sides right now. To Butler. The Wolves down to 4 in the shot clock. Butler for 2. Okafor with the rebound. To Julius Randle. Payton down low for Davis. Shot from in close, no good.
I got ball. I got something for him.
Shot, box out.
Knocks it down off the step back.
There you go. I like seeing the scoring coming from unlikely sources.
To Payton. Davis. To Julius Randle. Has a chance. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Oh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ballgame.
That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Shot.
Off the mark. With defense like that, little margin for error.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Got it.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Knocked loose. Taken by the Pelicans. Count the basket at the rim.
When things click, they click. That's good offense right there.
Hands up, hands up, hands up. Match up.
To Butler. Fires the 3. And the rebound comes down to the Pelicans.
He working for us.
Stuffs it down with authority.
And I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Three lucky fans will win a poster that's been signed by the entire team. Show up early for your chance to win.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Number 3, David
I
West.
got ball.
Into the game for New Orleans.
Anthony Davis sends it away.
Ooh, he blocked that with authority.
To the rim, lays it up and in.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
It's Minnesota basketball.
Hey, watch this screen left.
Trying to cash in. And the finish. Jay, that was unguardable.
I wasn't necessarily sure which way that PNR was going, but I guess neither was the defense. That makes two of us.
Here's Davis. Won't go. Desperation shot here from half court. That ends the third quarter. The Pelicans own a sizable lead. The Wolves with the basketballs. We start the fourth quarter, and they've really had very little go right for them on either end of the floor.
Remember that old line, your attitude determines your altitude? Well, when you see dejected faces on the sideline, that poor body language gave you an impression that they had no chance to win this game.
Hey, locked up, locked up.
To number 5, Courtney J.
Check Diallo. Pass it against the former #1 pick. Five to shoot for the Pelicans. Able to convert inside.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Down low to Okafor. And count the basket.
And when people talk about vision, people usually talk about the vision to make the pass. But how about seeing the chaos in the traffic before the pass even occurs? That's next level vision. How can I catch people out of position defensively? That's what we saw in that last possession.
Turnover gives them the possession. He gets it.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he's live. I'm watching it happen in person.
Oh, hit it. I got ball.
To Wiggins. Okafor with the rebound. Payton. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
I'm here. I got ball.
To Wiggins. Has a look. Knocks it down from mid-range.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Not a good shot there as he misses it.
Here we go. I got him.
Great pass to set it up. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
To Payton. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Throws it down.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. To Wiggins. Calls that a...
Substitutions, Minnesota. Substitutions.
To T. Short jumper stays out.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Trying for a 30-point night, but it's no good. Teague with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Scores from the post.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
And counted at the rim.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
T-Wolves at the controls going up the floor. Can't miss those. Rises for the slam. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
Wide open look, won't go. Payton into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Lays it up and in.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Deep right corner. For three, that's off the side of the rim. Short. From the outside, no good.
And you see so many players quit on the play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Knocked loose. Holiday. T-Wolves with the basketball. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Anthony Tolliver at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 77% at the line. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Here comes the screen. T. To Holiday. Screen coming. Payton down low to Okafor. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Shifting gears, here comes some substitutions. Missed it at the line. T to Towns. Oh, he had it. Another shot won't go either. To Payton. Mirotic picked up by T. Goes reverse to lay it in.
Woo, I'm not sure if he's part of the Jelly fam or not, but this young player knows how to adjust mid-flight, and he finished that shot with some crazy English.
Here's the whistle. 5 seconds. Back to the basket. Violation sends it the other way. Pelicans have the basketball. Elfrid Payton, defended by Jeff Teague. Here comes the screen. Slams it down.
And easy, too. Get back on defense.
Teague with it up top. His guys down big. To Towns. Here comes the screen. Teague, a shot, no good. Payton with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. And he scores. Jay, he may have taken a big step that time, but they'll count the bucket.
Come on. You knew that setup was coming the whole game. Ah, but you were patient, and you waited until the right moment to use it.
Teague to Gibson. Okafor with the rebound.
The game is won in the details. The team who has the most attention to the minutia is a team that wins the ball game. And from the beginning of this game, this team has been mentally engaged. I know the season's a long year, but when you come mentally engaged and you have attention to detail, whew, that's a scary thing to watch.
Count the bucket for 2.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Minnesota at the controls.
I got ball. That's me.
T to Butler. To T. Has a chance. Shot by T. Won't go down.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter, but the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jump.
Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. Knocks it down. Off the step back. Late heave to beat the buzzer. It's the Pelicans who come away with the victory as they win this one in very convincing fashion. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Pelicans dominated this game from beginning to end. They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the New Orleans Pelicans. The Timberwolves seemed to lose their edge as the game got out of hand. And every team in this league loses games. You just don't want to lose them like this. I can already see a players-only meeting in their future. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Game track. Defense. Player of the game. Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. Here we go with the top 3 plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here's a view of the upcoming games for the Minnesota Timberwolves. This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.